Hello, good evening, and you're highly welcome. So sorry about what happened earlier. My guest is finding it difficult to reach us, so we had to come on Chinyerele's wall. And in case you started viewing us earlier, you can please come back to Chinyere, as I'll be sending out the messages too. Okay, it's our maiden program on Career Mom actually. Sure, this is the face of Career Mom. Chinyere. If you're there, it's just chirelebusymom.com. You'll be on Chinyere page. All right, good afternoon, and you're highly welcome. It's a wonderful day with us. We are looking at Career Mom. Women are the integral part of every family and extension of our society. And the responsibilities of women are actually so compounded that it's not easy to function as a wife, also function as a mom, and then cope with career. There is no point reinstating the obvious that the burden of operating as a career mom and as a wife, also working in the office, is not just an easy one. But in so many cases, it brings about pressure in the family. In so many places also, it brings about so much to the people. My guest is online. I want to invite my guest, my madam, my very own madam. I call her Special Madam. And she is the headliner. I want you to join me as we welcome our special guest this evening. Madam, I'm not getting you. Okay. Wow, that's our madam. Please, can somebody just give her a clap, 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 clap? I am welcoming my very first guest on Career Mom. And I know her as my madam, like I said earlier. She's a woman I admire so much. Her tenacity. I like the way she bamboozles things, and she's a go-getter. Anything that you want to be done in the media industry, just look for Madam Lola. Today, I want to welcome my own Madam Lola, the headliner, as you are known in the media industry. You're highly welcome, ma. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, ma? Wow. Wow. Can you hear me? Wow, I'm having issues with the volume. Hello, my madam. The volume. The volume, the volume, the volume. Bring them to camera. Bring her to camera. Hello. My madam, can you hear me? Oh, God. Yes. I don't need you to watch. I need you to be... No. Cancel. I'm only adding Madam Lola. Oh, God. Yes. It's adding.
Can she hear?
Me, ma, we are trying to get the volume up.
I can hear you. Can you?
Wow. Wow. We can hear you now. We can hear you very
great.
well now.
Good afternoon.
That is the headliner, Madam Omolola Oladimeji. Madam, you're highly welcome.
Thank you very much, ma.
In fact, you don't know how much joy you have brought to my face this afternoon. Well, wow. I want to tell everyone in the house that we have a very dynamic person here who is a mom, a wife, and a career person. I call her my madam. She is also Iyatishe. That's what we call her too, Iyatishe. So today we want to look at my madam. Where do we start from? Who is Lola Oladimeji?
Okay, madam, you should have given me an expo to be able to answer all these questions, though. But I'll try as much as possible. First of all, thanks for having me.
Trust you completely.
I'm grateful.
You're welcome.
I take it as an honor, and I really appreciate you having me on your Career Mom group and on Facebook. Omolola Oladimeji is a passionate young woman who loves life, who is easygoing. I don't stress people. Maybe I fire once in a while, but then I love it. But for those who know me, they know it's a joke. I like to take life easy. I love my life. I love my family. I love my career and my friends. So, one of the major somebody very going and someone you can actually approach. And that's what I'm here.
Sure. I give you thumbs up. That's right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, everybody, you've heard who is the headliner and who is behind that name. It's called Omolola Oladimeji. Okay, madam. Secondly, I want to ask, when and how did you start your media career? When did it start? How has it been?
That's a big question. Well, I would say this year makes it 25 years that I've started work in the media. I started off as a reporter, and from there, I moved to the newsroom. From the newsroom, because of marriage, and God said he doesn't want me to practice again. I should go and become a teacher. And I was smiling in my mind that you think you can kill this one? It's not gonna work. And that's just one of those areas of life that you learn from, you know. And I now said, okay, fine. Why do you want me to be off media? Because you are also areas in the media that I can actually function. So how about us reaching a compromise? Instead of me becoming a teacher, why don't you let me go into advertising? Yeah. But I knew where I was going, at least to call for a truce and peace. So I just said, okay, let me do advertising. I'll be in marketing, what I do. And that was how I joined Silverbird. When I went to Silverbird for employment, I was told that there was no vacancy in the newsroom except marketing. I said, fine, give it to me. And God has been faithful. From there, it didn't take me 1 year before I started getting promoted. And within the space of 6 years, I became the head of stations.
Wow.
And up like that. Yes. But I will tell you that it's not been bed of roses, but it's been fun doing what you love doing. Even when your plan and your ambition, you circumvent it, you find a way around it to still remain what you want to do and who you want to be.
Thank you very much, ma'am. The real thing of the day. How has it been playing your role as a career mom?
Yeah. Well, I will tell you that it's not been bed of roses. And what works for me actually for you. I am one very restless human being. I know what I wanted in life. And the truth of it, there is no stopping me. For the first 9 years, I actually was, I waited trying to conceive. So instead of bugging myself with stress, I got busy with my career. And the sky was just, is the limits, you understand? And it wasn't easy though. And then pregnancy and then motherhood came. But one thing that I was never found lacking in the course of my career is you seeing me as a lazy woman who doesn't know what she wants to. All through those periods, even in pregnancy, working in my place of work. Contrary to what they believe that it's not always good. In my organization, it was difficult as a woman to be a manager in the first instance. But people like us paved way for others to rise through their career in this business. Because contrary to the belief that women cannot do it or make it, we showed them that we can actually do it, and it worked. Give you an instance. There was a time when I just put to bed. My baby, I was months old, and I was told that there was need for me to come for a retreat in Lagos. That because I'm on maternity leave, they don't know how I was going to cope. This and that. Send someone to replace me. I say replace. You can't replace me.
You can't replace me.
Now born, I born.
Now born, I born.
Having a child is
Having
not
a
a
child
disease.
is not a sickness.
Yes.
So what I did was, I told them, 2 days, I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
So I packed my bags. I bought my flight ticket. I think there's an echo at your end. That's kind of
okay. So
okay. But we're hearing you.
okay. So I bought my and I called my mom. God bless her for me. She's still alive, and God will continue to keep her. So I just told mom, meet me in Lagos at Soso Hotel. I'm having a 3-day retreat there, and you are going to babysit. So my baby flew at 2 months old. We went to Lagos. And I got to the hotel reception, and I called. I said, Mom. I said, I collected the key. I took my mom to the hotel room, and I put my baby there. I dressed up for the. So when I walked, everyone was shocked. They were like, "Is she not supposed to be on maternity?" I said, "Is this not something that's going to move my organization forward? How am I going to cope when I resume?" Because I displayed responsibility both ends successfully. By the time I got back, got my promotion as the head of station. They knew that when it comes to doing business, I was able to draw the line home and my career. Truth be told, it's not bed of roses, but then I'm trying my best. That's all what I can say.
That's true. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Traveling at that time, I don't know. I hope my husband will allow me to do such a thing. I doubt if he would have ever accepted that a 2-month-old baby would have to go to work. Oh, well, like you said, what happens to you cannot happen to another person. What works for you wouldn't work for others. But thank God.
I think you know what, and I think it depends on your approach. Your approach is very key. Me, Lola, the way I do my things, I hope nobody knows me close to here that is listening to my strategy, so that they won't go and tell. When I got promoted at accepted my letter and everything, but when I got home, you know what I just did? I said, don't mind them.
No.
They are looking for who to kill. Can you imagine?
let them
it's
know
not
that
about
it's not
gender.
about gender.
It's about competence.
About competence.
It's about who
It's
you
about
are
who
and
you
your
are
ability
and your
to
ability
deliver.
to deliver.
For me,
Exactly.
For me,
when I was
when
growing
I
up in
was
the
growing up
career,
in the career,
the only thing in my
the only
head
thing
is,
in my head
contrary
is,
to what men
contrary to
think
what men
that women
think that
cannot do
women
it,
not do,
I will show
I
it to
show
you that
it
I
to
can
you
do
that
it
I can do
and I will
and
deliver.
I will deliver.
So it's been my
So
watchword
it's been my
that they will
watchword that
never find
they will
me
never
one
find
thing.
me one thing.
My gender will
My
not be an
gender will not
impediment,
be impediment,
and
and
family will not
family
be
will not
a
be
barrier
a
in
barrier
success, in my
in
success in
success,
life.
my success in life.
So it depends
So
on your
it depends
spouse,
on
it
your
depends
spouse,
on your
it depends on
situation,
your
it depends able to manage
how
it.
you're able to manage.
I could go on and on.
I
The
could go
many,
on
there
and
is no
on.
organization that doesn't have
Many,
its own
there is no
intrigues.
organization that doesn't
There
have
are
its own
politics they
intrigues.
play, as
There
you
are
see, it's
politics
very
to play,
evident
as you
even in
see very
governance in
even in
Nigeria.
governance.
Everything is on your table to be able to say, you can't ruin me. I will do it. I will make it happen, and I will succeed at it. So this has been a
Sure.
watchword for me that
Don't mind Nigerian network. It keeps fluctuating.
I understand, ma.
But we are with you, ma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so
So
much. The
one
challenge
other
is
thing that
been
you need to bear in mind is God. In all of this, God is a very vital factor. Discerning spirits. You have to be prayerful. Even with your determination, one can still fail along the line. So I don't always rule out God factor. I will only tell him that, okay, Father Lord, you know that you made it possible for me to be where I am today. When I'm supposed to speak, teach me how to speak. When I'm supposed to keep quiet, give me the wisdom to shut my mouth, because my mouth again is a mouth once in a while. So I tell God, give me the discerning spirit to know when to speak and when to keep quiet. And this has always worked for me. So that's just it.
Thank you so much. It's not been easy, like you said. We thank God. One of the challenges of a career mom comes during pregnancy. Like you told us, you waited for about 9 years, and then the job that you already pushed so much into before the pregnancy came. So can you just share with us your experience in that area? How
Okay.
you managed pregnancy and
well, during pregnancy, when I found out I was pregnant, it was like a dream for me, one. And I was like, hey, 9 months. So finally, after 9 years, I'm going to spend 9 months like every other woman was going to be. And then it was like, what's next? The first 6 weeks, the first 10 weeks, I didn't know, because of the stress of work, started having pains and I started contracting. I didn't know I was contracting, though. It's the doctor that eventually told me. I got to the hospital. They now said, no, you're not going anywhere. The guy just gave me injection.
Wow.
Do you know what you're about doing? You're about losing your baby. I said, hey, lose skinny. No, this is not going to happen. So, yeah, the guy just gave me injection and I just knocked off. And I was on the bed for 2 weeks, bored, stiff, and I was, what kind of life is this? I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. So better part of the time, anything I needed to do, they'll bring it to my hospital bed. And my friend in Koyo used to tell me that, see, if you die, if you lose this thing, your life will go on and you are the one who will lose out. I said, I will not lose out in Jesus' name. I have to pray. You started, Lord, you help me see, you see me through. Then over time, with the pregnancy, the symptoms, the illness, the antenatal, I was able to draw the line between work. The way I now structured it, because at that point, I was handling human resources administration and at the same time doing marketing. So what I do is, when I get to work in the morning, Mrs. Udo, God bless that woman for me, and Madam Comfort. They know I would take pap, sour pap in the morning. So as I'm hitting the office, they get it ready for me. I drink it, and I'm re-energized. So I do all the work I have to do. It's planning. I made sure that I do office work 2 hours, marketing 3 hours. After that 5 hours, I come back to the office.
Wow.
It's not the how long of 8 hours, but achieving, results driven. The results that comes from it is what really matters to me at that point. So even if I put my leg on the stool with swollen feet after work, what my management wants to see is the money. And when the money keeps coming in, even if I do not go out, it doesn't really matter, which is now evident in this post-COVID and everything going virtual. You understand? So during the pregnancy, God bless me. I will not lie. It was easy. God made it easy for me. Even when I was going on maternity leave, many people didn't know I was 9 months gone, because the baby was just like rounding baby, no big belly. So they didn't even know until that I was pregnant. And the symptoms was not, I didn't spit, I was lucky. And all through, maybe I threw up twice, you understand? But all through the 9 months, I was able to wear my mini skirts, I was able to wear my trousers, and I was even looking more beautiful, and I was making more money, and I was having the ball of my life. So I got lucky. I don't know about others. Combining it was easy and beautiful. But there was a particular day I was approaching the hilltop. We were on the hilltop in Karu, and I couldn't drive up all the way because it was raining. And I took a bike. I thought it was a strong bike, and along the way, the bike slipped. I found myself 6 months pregnant, landed on the floor, on the road. I just said, yes, I'm going to miscarry this baby. This work will not kill me. So I sat there on the floor like that. I sat there for like 5 minutes. I was crying that, what do you think you are doing to yourself, Lola, under the name of career and getting work done? But the beauty of it is, after some 7 minutes, I got up, borrowed myself brain that nobody is coming to help you at this point. I now managed to get myself up the hill, called for a car to take me back down and straight to the hospital. So luckily for me, they ran the test and everything was okay. So at that point, I now decided that I was going to be taking this thing easy. If it wasn't going to be convenient for me, I'll work from wherever I find myself. Most important thing during pregnancy is to be results oriented and results are met, everything works better for you. So the 9 months was fantastic for me. Everything was smooth. I got lucky. I don't know about others, but it was beautiful for me.
That was a big experience. And I came to that Carol Hill once and it wasn't funny. How much more with pregnancy? Well, you were lucky. You didn't have you didn't have the morning sickness and all the problems that comes with it. So that was a good one. You enjoyed your
except maybe my mood changes. Except maybe my mood changes with food. Maybe this minute I like white beans. Later I take 7-Up. You know the mood swings. You just switch off some food and water. Outside that, everything was beautiful. Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that was good. Okay, what do you do as in some of those cases where you really had to go, but your body was telling you not to go anywhere, but you just had to during pregnancy? You know, I know some people when they are pregnant, there are times that you actually feel like being on your own. How did you cope?
During those periods, I let me just say that I got good people. Baby was a precious baby. So I practically had everybody around me who understood my mood, when I want to work and when I want to be left alone. So when I shut down on myself, they understand quite all right. For instance, my mom didn't even know I was pregnant until I was 6 months gone. I hid it from practical, not because they want to kill me or Not because they want to kill me or nobody was killing me or, but me, I just wanted the world to be surprised. I just want, because at that point of waiting, many people assumed there was more that I used all that I needed to have babies to get promotion in my place of work. So he got me. And the only thing I wanted was just carry pregnancy to time and they should see the baby. So I was lucky with me. And then immediately my superior knew I was pregnant. They show understanding that, okay, this one is the precious baby. This woman has not been pregnant. And they gave me all the support necessary. If I must be away from work, like my antenatal day, actually gave me off in my office. After to go and rest. Said I have appointment. You know, it's what I say, if you don't meet it, you lose money. I like money. It's not easy, but I like money. So sit down. I respect myself. After that money from the doctor. But if I feel I have the strength to move, stop to understanding people around me. It's made it
that was good.
Easier. Thank you.
I must say you were very lucky. Very, very lucky, because this saying, no, they didn't have that. I remember what happened when I nearly got married. I miscarried the first pregnancy. It was not funny. Of the tax of the day, I had to do this or that. So it wasn't just funny at all. At the end of the day, I had to resign that particular job until after the baby I came back to work. Okay, well, that's a good one. Was there any time you were faced with, anyway, you've already told us, they actually didn't know you were pregnant until there was 6 months, and which means there was no need to say, okay, come and travel, and you had excuses since you were ready to do anything just to make sure that you were fine. Was there any, like, oh, it's time to travel, there's something you have to do somewhere outside your location and you had to go during the pregnancy? Oh, Nigerian network, God help me. Wow. Well, my viewers, you're still watching Career Moms program. This is our live show, a talk show. We're having problem. I think where Madam Lola is, her network is not too good. Okay, she's
can
back.
You get me
Thank
now?
you, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, I said I wore a jean, and the jean jacket, the jacket was able to cover my tummy, with my bitter cola in my mouth all the time to make sure that I didn't throw up. Yeah. And I traveled from Abuja to Lagos. It was a 3-day marketing training. You see, the most important thing for me at that point is every opportunity to train, to learn, to do everything I needed to do. I didn't allow myself weakness or anything to stand in between me and what I wanted to do. So even with 4 months pregnancy, I traveled. I went for the training. I stayed in an hotel and every other thing. I attended all the class. I sat down. I did everything that was expected of me. Ideally, if you're pregnant, they know that most women they use pregnancy as an excuse to become lazy. They don't even want to know how you feel. They don't even want to know that you may be going through challenges in your body system and how you are feeling. The only thing you will recall some time ago that there was a petition that Glow Network took out so many married women.
Yes.
You remember that time?
Yes.
Because part of what they were thinking is most of the time they're either on maternity leave, or today your son is sick or your daughter is sick. And you now go and tell my boss, okay, sorry, your son is sick today. your God's son or your own child.
Or your own son. That's true. Wow,
And there
it's
are
freezing
times they use
again.
excuses of not being able to, family matters, to deny themselves of the privilege they would have benefited in terms of trainings and promotion. So it's a matter of mindset that I'm going to prove to them that I can do this thing. I'm going to prove to them that contrary to how they believe a woman should not be, I'm going to prove that what a man can do, a woman can do even better. So that was my watchword and it's not working.
Wow. The line is freezing though. I think we are getting there. We are really getting there. Anyway, one of the things I really would want to know, there are so many young women today that they are either working in a bank, even as teachers. I happen to run a school. And you see some people today, they are pregnant. For that reason, it's just full of excuses. So that's why I don't blame organizations that say no, they can't take such women in their organizations, because some people really take it for granted. You see somebody who say, oh, I'm pregnant today, tomorrow I'm going for antenatal. Another thing, they've given birth after the maternity. You are so many excuses. Like you said, is it my son or your son? We are talking about what do we do to move forward. And as a career mom, what would you advise a growing mom who is also a career mom and then who is just trying to start raising a child? That she's pregnant and then she has to work. What advice do you have for them?
Number one thing, ma, is that you should draw a line between your career and your home. None should affect the other. You should find a way to balance everything. If you know that you cannot cope with career and home, not many women are lucky. If you know you cannot cope, the best thing for you is leave the career for now. I've seen many women do that. Yeah. And you focus on raising the children to a certain stage before you go back to career or business. And that is why I keep saying kudos to many of my sisters who are doing well and representing. They wouldn't have done it very well if they don't have good backup.
Sure. It's freezing again. It's freezing again. It's Nigerian network. Well, viewers, if you have questions you want to ask, feel free to write it on the comment box so that